Hello, good evening, and welcome to The Hub. I'm Ben.
Hope you're having a good week. I'm Kellyanne. And you're back, Ben?
I'm back.
Yeah.
From
you miss us?
outer space. I missed you a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, I did.
No.
I missed you while I was doing research and travelling through libraries and museums. And,
of course.
And,
Not sipping rum and having cigars on the beaches of Cuba.
No. It was a cultural exchange.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And I was obviously spreading the word about Gibraltar and The Hub as well, so everybody over there knows.
They're going to be watching tonight.
All about this.
Yeah. Well, that's a good job, because we've got lots on the show tonight, including some seriously scary makeup. Oh, no, sorry. Ben, that's just your tan.
You're just jealous. You're just jealous. I like my tan. I'm happy with my tan. Jon Santos is going to be on our sofa telling us all about his book launch.
Lauren Wilson joins us to look ahead to Gibraltar's version of Celebrity Scissorhands. And we take a look at how Runaway Select went.
We also recorded some bits and pieces with Louis this week. And whenever I've got to go and meet up with Louis, he's always off somewhere living the high life like this. This is why. Louis Perry.
Benjamin Lynch.
How are you?
I missed you.
Did you?
Oh, Ben, did I miss you? Yes.
Did you not have a little bit of a bromance with Paul?
Ben, I've been wanting to clear this up. No matter who I'm with, I'm always thinking of you. Always.
Always, yeah. You're in charge of our sharp objects this evening.
Oh, yes, I am. And look, they're pretty sharp.
Be careful.
They're pretty sharp.
We also went and made a cocktail.
We did.
And
what was it?
That was delicious. It was a, how do you say it?
Smooth.
It was a smooth cocktail.
It was a smooth cocktail.
And we went and did a challenge.
Yes, we did. We went bowling.
We picked up our challenge where we left off. When we left it, it was
1-0 to me.
It was 1-0 to Louis.
And you know I'm pretty good at bowling, Ben.
Let's see how it goes.
You have to really
evening.
prove yourself now, Louis, because you're under the pressure. Paul thrashed you.
I wouldn't say thrash, Kelly.
I would. But tonight we've also got Holly Bahia on our music stage. Welcome, Holly.
Hi.
I mean, you were here a month ago. I loved what you sang for us. It was great. So what can we expect to hear from you tonight?
The last two songs from my EP. That's going to be released.
Which you've been working on as well.
Yeah. Yeah, the launch date has been set for the 29th of November, so everyone's free to come. Should be good.
Great. Good luck. Looking forward to hearing you later. But first, Ben is ready with the Hub News.
Now it's time for Hub News, like Kelly just said. In Hub News this week, the house that John Lennon grew up in sold for £480,000. Imagine that.
Yeah, I got it. I don't think Louis got it.
No, it's a song, John Lennon.
Oh, is it?
How much do you think we could get for that little square of tarmac they're standing on in this picture? You know, we could probably sell that off for a little bit, I'm sure. Prices on the east side are set to rise as people are saying he was once near their house, which is good enough. Britain's Prime Minister David Cameron turned down an invitation from the mayor of Algeciras to visit his town and eat pescadito frito. Do you know what pescadito frito is, Louis?
Yes, but I would never be able to say it.
Go on, give it a go.
Fried fish.
Europe Minister David Lidington thanked Senor Landaluce for the invitation, but added, "I regret that the Prime Minister is unable to accept your kind invitation." It's a very diplomatic reply.
Very polite.
You know, very British. Here's why he really didn't want to go and eat the fish there.
I don't think it's good.
That's it. And the big news this week is that the opposition walked out of Parliament on Tuesday in protest. After hearing about it on Radio Gibraltar and seeing it on GBC television, news spread across the world really quickly through social media and things like that. Even this woman got a Facebook notification.
This is a relationship which must abide in genuine love, remembering that God Himself has established it by His means. By the high standard of love, God's wisdom gives marriage to promote goodness, happiness, and holiness, not by whim or option, but as the foundation of the home. Amen. The generation of children under perfect social order, and so it must remain until the end of time.
How bad is that? It
That
leads us.
pretty awful.
It's mad, hey, you know.
Yeah.
It's blown up on YouTube this week, that video. It leads us to the hub hashtag. When have you been easily distracted? What were you doing? What were you distracted by? Was it at an inappropriate time like that? Maybe she was just changing her relationship status to from single to married. I don't know. The handle is at GBC The Hub, and the hashtag is easily distracted. We'll read out the best ones at the end of the show. Kelly, when have you ever been easily distracted?
Me? Distracted?
Yeah,
Never.
You
know.
Never?
Ben, are you listening? Ben.
What? Have we got Wi-Fi? Have we got Wi-Fi here? Whenever, like, I'm always looking for Wi-Fi. If we've got Wi-Fi, I'll get distracted.
You can't even talk to him.
Straight away.
Can't.
No.
When are you easily distracted, Louis?
I'm never, not attracted, but nothing's ever got my attention for too long, Ben. I'm always on to the next thing.
You
know
can't
me.
keep still for 2 minutes, can you, Louis?
No, I get bored. I get bored.
What about you, Holly?
Distracted constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just my life's one giant distraction, and you know.
While you're playing today, I'm just going to be like kind of distracting you with, I don't know, glove puppets and things like that.
OK, now, a new children's book called 1 Inch High Witch, Some Children in the Dark, will be launched tomorrow, yes, on Halloween at the Piazza. The book is written by 2 local authors and features a tiny witch who likes to thrill. And here to tell us all about it now is author Jon Santos. Welcome, Jonathan.
Hi, how you doing?
Just on the subject of being distracted, do you have any input there?
Distracted?
Distracted? Huh?
No.
You completely focused when you're writing, when you're putting together a children's book?
Focus who? Sometimes. That's when things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, I get distracted.
So what goes into writing a children's book?
What goes into writing it? Oh, loads of stuff. I mean, this book took absolutely ages to write. It took about 7 odd years. It started off with some kid stories I used to tell my daughter, but even before that, it was just seeded by ideas and things that I experienced during childhood. So really what it takes is the time to sit down and write stuff.
It sounds like a fantastic storyline. So just walk us through the story.
It's all about this little witch, and she lives inside a flower pot, and the flower pot moves from place to place, and she's looking for kids that are afraid of stuff. And when she finds them, she terrifies them. So each book deals with the kids having to face their fears in order to defeat the witch.
And it must be so great fun as well, writing for children, because, you know, their imagination is just going to run wild.
It is, actually. And the great thing about it is, I mean, we've already sold a few pre-launch copies. In some cases, you see kids come and they're kind of a bit distracted, perhaps a bit shy, and then all of a sudden you realise that Grandma's put a copy in their hand and she's putting her toys in Grandma's hand, and she starts looking through the book, and all of a sudden, whoop, face buried in it, and she's walking into columns, and you're thinking, OK, I've done something right, I think.
So what ages is it aimed at?
5 to 10. 5 to 10. I'm going to be involving this with schools, particularly Sacred Heart School, which was my own school when I was little, and it's a very big favourite of mine. It's as close to Hogwarts as you're ever going to get, really.
I went to Sacred Heart.
You did as well?
Yeah,
It's an awesome place.
No, it was a great
I have to
school.
say Bishop all the way.
Bishop,
Yep.
Bishop Posse.
OK, now before you, I mean, you've only been in Gibraltar for a short time, before you were in Africa, living and working there. So tell me a little bit about your time there.
I spent about a decade and a half travelling around Africa. I visited every single African country but 3, Lesotho, Swaziland and Somalia. Lesotho and Swaziland, there's no trade to be done there, really. And Somalia, because it was like medieval Europe, but with Kalashnikovs and grenade launchers. What I've got to say about Africa is it's the most amazing place on earth. You see the most wonderful people and the most wonderful things, but it's also the most terrifying place on earth, which really actually was what kind of made me very aware of fear, because I've had some very hairy experiences there.
Is that what inspired the book slightly then, in a way, the sense of fear?
In a way, no, I think part of the underlying psychology, but not necessarily the characters and the book itself. But actually being in these experiences where you're actually feeling very threatened and you think you can lose your life kind of really make you look at things very differently.
Yeah. I want to hear more about your experiences in Africa a bit later on. I'll tell you who was scared this week. He was shaking in his bowling shoes. After the last few weeks, it's been the Paul v Louis challenge. This week it's back to the Ben v Louis challenge. Let's see how it went.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Graham, thanks very much for hosting us.
No problem at all.
Have you got any tips for us?
Yeah, a few tips. First of all, you're right-handed or left-handed?
Left.
Right.
Always finish on your opposite leg. All right. So if you're bowling right-handed, you finish on your left, so your hips out the way. If not, the ball hits your hip and goes straight off.
I do that to get curl.
That's fine. Do not try to put as much force on it. It's not force that gets all the pins down. It's getting it between the first and the second pin, either side. You get it in there, that's what they call the pocket. You get it in the pocket, you should get 10 pins down every time.
Oh!
Not bad.
Ah!
Oh, got a ball.
Idiot child.
I like the stomp.
There it is.
Smash.
Oh!
Yes.
No!
Oh!
Somebody cut closer! First ever strike. Oh, lovely.
If you've done that, I thought I opened up a
Can you believe it? Shock has gone through King's Bastion. Almost in that pocket I got told to put it in.
How you like that?
Oh, there was a throw there. That was a throw. It got air. You can't let him do that.
It bounced.
We're not having Yorkers and that, Ben. This isn't cricket. Oh, someone's back in the game, Hader. Someone's back in the game.
Safe.
This could be a very big shot for the King. Them 3 strikes would mean I'd get an extra bowl.
Oh, no.
No! You can't do that! Let's have a word, come on! You can't.
Where did Louis go so horribly wrong?
Well, it was frame 3, wasn't it?
Before you get into that, Graham, did you hear the blatant cheat? Now, I played bowling like I do anything in life, straight down the alley, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy doing back-ended tricks. Come on, Graham, you don't want that in your team.
But where you went wrong was
I'm used to tournament. I'm used to tournament
balls
based.
down the gully,
Two
mate.
balls
Two balls
down the gully.
You only had to
It's
put
about time
one
I've
of
heard
the
that.
balls in the middle and you would have beaten him. All right? But I really was impressed.
But then, to be honest, the producers wanted to make it even, so they said, "Oh, make it 1-1.
Don't blame the producers.
Make it 1-1."
It's 1-1 in the Ben v Louis challenge.
Well done.
Graham,
Well
thanks
done.
very much.
Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure watching and helping you.
Thank you very much.
thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Let's get ready to rumble!
We're back, Stevens. It's
Yeah.
1-1.
I think you two should just be grateful that I wasn't involved in this challenge.
You're like a pro.
You're not allowed.
am.
You're not allowed to use the barriers,
yeah.
Kelly. No barriers.
It was, in all fairness, what was it, like 89, 81?
89, 83.
There wasn't that much
And I
in
would
it.
have won if you would have cheated. So
Not great
well.
scores.
I've
No.
been brought up to play a game fairly in any game, you know.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I have a witch with me. Which, no, let me tell you, I have been nervous all day. I've got phoned up, and they said, "Right, you're going to interview a witch." I'm not good with witches, I'll tell you the truth. Now, I imagine.
I hear you love the witches.
Don't you dare talk about her like that. Now, I imagined some old, ugly, horrific-looking witch. Luckily, I don't have her here, eh?
You and
Don't
Bridget are
guide
close friends
yourself through
now.
appearance.
So, come on, where is it you're from?
I'm from up here, and I live on your fear.
Oh, it's a bit scary, that. I'm not going to lie. And you're here because...
It's Halloween. Fear feeds me.
You feed off fear?
Yes.
What does that taste like?
Little boys. Stinky
Is
socks.
Louis a little boy?
Video games. Little girl, princess. Oh, and shattered dreams.
Wow, that's some menu description. I don't know which one I prefer.
Tasteful.
Tasteful. Well, a little bit off the cuff here. I'm a bit scared. I mean, I don't know what I'd taste like. I don't think I'd taste very good. I'd probably taste of just nothing.
Where are you
just
going with
boringness.
this?
But anyway.
Yes.
So. Right, so I hear you trying to get up here on your broomstick, but it broke. Now, did you witch hike?
Oh.
Louis, I think we have to cut you off. We have to cut you off there.
Witch hike?
I liked
No.
it. I liked it. That
No.
was good. That was good.
Get out of
That's
here.
enough,
Go back to
Louis.
you guys over there.
Well, actually, we're going over to Holly. It was awful. Okay, and Holly, you've got Mother of
enough
Mine.
distractions.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mother of Mine.
Light up the skies, dear friend of mine. Please take your time with these kisses goodbye. Don't act so shy. I wait all night for morning sight, and still you ask me why. Never mind the time. Do your worst, mother of mine, and never mind the hour. Watch you bloom like a flower. Don't close your eyes. Rise up and smile. Take all the world, and there's no need to hide. And never mind the time. Do your worst, mother of mine, and never mind the hour. Watch you bloom like a flower. You're mine, ooh, mine, mine, mother of mine, and never mind the time. Do your worst, mother of mine, and never mind the hour. Watch you bloom like a flower.
Runway Select happened at the weekend. Louis was there, you big fashionista, you. I saw you with your feather boa on. It was an evening of fashion and glamour. It's the second event of its kind locally, and it featured both local and international designers.
It's a sister event to Runway, offering a more intimate occasion, certainly with plenty of glamour. Once again, the opportunity for international designers to showcase alongside some local talent too. For local designer Crystal Mifsud, Select was a great opportunity. Crystal, who won the new designer competition in May, produced a collection of edgy street and sportswear pieces. The launch of our website to promote and sell her Shoji brand is expected next month.
Right now I feel very tired but ecstatic. I'm happy how it all went, and I'm glad I went through and sewed all of it.
How would you say this latest experience has shaped you, not only as a designer, but as a person as well? Has it opened your eyes, would you say?
Yes, it has. It's a lot of hard work, and the hustle behind these white curtains is immense, but you get a flavour of what it is. It's worth it.
Showcasing a best of, London-based designer Edeline Lee was excited to see her collection on the catwalk. Her work, all about structured feminine shapes, modernist lines and attention to detail, with a very personal touch to her designs.
I'm so excited, actually. We're up in a couple of hours and we're all looking forward to it. I'm excited to show the people here that I'm glad we have the stand here right now, because then they can see the handwork that we put into it. Everything's made in England. All the fabrics are French and Italian, and everything's all those tiny details that you can't really see on photographs. I tend to start with something very personal that I like. The last collection I did, thinking about when I played piano as a little girl growing up, and we did lots of things like weaving keys into the fabric and screen printing, and we developed a print that incorporates the keys.
Argent B is all about luxury and elegance. Head designer Gitu Tulsiani was on the rock, showing the skillful draping of the East and the structured tailoring of the West in a sophisticated evening and bridal wear collection.
We're giving a bit of a mix today in terms of you've got some of the spring-summer collection, some of the darker, more evening, so it's much darker, with the epic print, which is kind of very biblical. So it's like that kind of print. So it's much darker. And then we've got the bespoke bridal section as well. We'll sit down with our clients specifically. We'll have a really, really good chat about what they are interested in, their likes, anything that moves them, anything that their personal story, and we will create. So in terms of our embroideries, we sit down and we sketch, like so how you would be in a tattoo parlor, and you would say, this is where I met my husband, this is my grandma passed away on this date, this is her name. So we would incorporate it into an artwork.
Runway Select is a new concept for local audiences. So what type of feedback has it generated?
It's been really good. It's been a success. It's completely different to what we did in May. An entirely different audience, an entirely different group of designers. So it's been kind of trial and error for us, but really well, I think.
Is it a concept that's been taken on locally, do you think?
I think so. I think everybody's entranced by the idea of the fashion show. It's a very different audience to certainly the ones that Sheeda's used to. The audience have different demands to regular fashion show goers. So that's been a challenge to accommodate everybody. But I'm always interested to hear what people think and take on new ideas on board and so on. But you know, this is the standard of show and the layout of show and the format of show that you would experience at London Fashion Week. And we tried to bring that to Gibraltar. And hopefully everyone enjoyed it.
Looks like it was a great event.
Yeah, can you do your fashion power?
You didn't warn me about that. Okay. Now remember, we're live on GBC television and we want to hear from you. Our Twitter hashtag this evening is easily distracted. Get on your phone, So get online, send us a tweet and we'll be reading them out a little later on.
Coming up on The Hub, we check out some scary movies and we give a guest some sharp objects to play with. We're so dangerous and edgy.
We are.
Now you can stand out from the crowd. We're giving away a Casio Edifice F1 limited edition Red Bull watch, courtesy of Kubchans and The Hub. With advanced technology, the Casio Edifice has a cool metal body and a striking face design with superior visibility. It sells for £399 and could be yours just by answering this question correctly. The Casio Edifice limited edition Red Bull watch is powered by which of the following? If you think it's wave power, call 8926. If you think it's wind power, call 8927. Or if you think it's solar power, call 8928. Calls cost £1 with a small surcharge if you're calling from a mobile, and please ask the bill payer's permission before calling. Lines close at midnight on the 30th of November and the winner will be announced next month. For Casio Edifice watches and lots of other electronic products, visit Kubchans in Main Street and be a winner with The Hub.
Europort Office Suites, Gibraltar's most prestigious office building. Smart offices for smart businesses. And Europort Residential, Atlantic Suites serviced apartments. Boutique studio, 1 and 2 bedroom suites. Fully equipped for short to long stays, with regular room cleaning, free internet, 24-hour security, and use of Atlantic Suites gym, spa, pool and gardens. Ideal for modern professionals or families visiting Gibraltar. Europort.
Welcome back to The Hub. Jonathan is still with us, and as it's Halloween tomorrow, I was wondering, Jonathan, whether you could share with us one of your scariest moments.
Scariest moments?
Yes.
I actually got engaged to my wife when I was on the run in Ivory Coast.
Oh, so long as the engagement wasn't the scary part. I don't know where you were going with that.
No, the engagement was the best bit. But everything had sort of gone to pot and they were killing foreigners. And I had to escape the country, and I managed to get through to my now wife, and I just basically said, look, all things have really melted down. I don't know if I'm going to make it back. If I do, can you tell my daughter and my parents that I love them? Wow. If I don't make it back, can you tell? And then if I do, do you want to marry me? And she's like, what? Yeah, it's moments like this that you realise what's important.
Wow, how romantic, in a strange kind of way.
No, actually, it's worked out very well. I mean, everybody was like, what? But, you know, it did, but it was at that moment that kind of like, geez, I could lose my life here, and you just sort of, everything's concreted and everything's crystallised, and you realise what's important. Ultimately, it's family.
Yeah. So what was it you were doing in Africa then?
I used to be Thomas Cook's regional director for Africa, Middle East. So I used to supply mostly remittance products, but also banknotes and bullion sometimes.
Okay.
Money transfer primarily and financial services.
And so did you get to travel much around?
I did. I mean, we had some amazing experiences because I literally have been to most of the countries in the world, and I can talk for hours about the different travel experiences.
Yeah.
But the thing about them is, ultimately, they can be amazing, but they can also be quite scary.
Yeah.
And for me, the thing was to actually turn those scary moments into something positive, something that I could actually give to people and say, right, this is what I've learned about fear and how to actually manage it.
Yeah.
And put it in a format that can help children get over common basic fears.
And hey, presto, your 1-inch little witch.
And the 1-inch high witch.
Which has joined us on the Saturday.
I know, it's quite freaky when she appeared. She literally jumped off the page.
Literally.
Literally.
Right,
I think she's up next for the sharp objects, isn't she?
We are
Our
now.
little witch.
I've never, ever thought I'd play darts with a witch, but I'm lucky enough to say I can now. So, I'm guessing you at the Witches Social Club are a dab hand at...
Oh, yes. I'd advise you to move away.
I think that's really...
63 to beat. You don't have to go that far back. It's not
Okay.
Oh, yes, don't
that's
worry.
good. I can see you going.
I'm going to go over the border and throw these darts. I'm strong arm, right.
There are
Okay.
little lenses in those glasses.
Just aim for the board.
All right, then.
Ready?
Okay, ready?
Ooh.
There it is. Lovely 3.
Lovely 3.
Oh,
Lovely
okay,
3.
I'm going to go for up there.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Right up
Do you
there.
think you'll no? Take
okay.
that one again.
There you go. Ooh.
You might have just...
I tell you what.
Is that a triple?
That's a triple 17.
Yes.
And I'm going to find the dart. Someone can work out.
Triple 17 then.
Do the maths.
I've lost the dart.
1 and 3, 54.
He went there.
54?
Yeah, well done. We went to school, we did.
54?
I think
53.
Oh, wait.
Sorry?
Oh, God.
What'd you
We're
say?
showing...
54. She said 54 plus the 3.
Oh, plus the 3, yes, of course.
54.
Yes.
Lovely.
I think we should
So actually,
bring a calculator
surprisingly,
on set from now on.
I was
The
getting
witch
distracted.
overtook everyone.
Oh, that's what it is.
You're in second place.
The witch has gone up to second place.
I think she deserves a round
Use
of applause.
magic.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done for the witch.
Well done.
She's not a
I'll
kid.
try not to feed on
She's
your
not a
fear
kid.
tonight.
Well done.
Did you use some magic? So did you like pull some kind
That's
of spell?
what it was,
there?
wasn't it?
Not telling.
Right, so let's have a look at some YouTube videos. Have you ever not wanted to have your picture taken?
Yes, of course.
You know,
There's always those times where you're not wearing makeup and you're not,
Yeah,
you don't want
or-
your photo taken.
It happens in the animal kingdom as well. Have a look at this. So this guy's scuba diving. There's a massive whale. And watch the whale's fin.
That whale does not like paparazzi. Oh, it's protecting its baby.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. It's a bit harsh, though.
Yeah.
You could say he was being a bit of a Moby Dick.
That sounds like one of Louis' jokes.
Yes. High five.
Yes,
High five.
that's what it's all about.
Right, video 2. It's hilarious, but please, please don't try this at home on your friends and family. It is hilarious, but don't do it. It's just her face, her eyes. Watch her eyes. What the?
I'd be so angry if anyone ever woke me up that way.
I'd be so upset. Finally, winter's just around the corner. Boredom can make people do silly things sometimes. Here are 2 people who decided to tie each end of a bungee cord to themselves and then run away from each other. The guy loses his shoe, look. His shoe
It just goes flying.
How do you fancy that as a challenge?
Who flies back the most?
I think people just have way too much spare time on their hands.
I'd jar my neck.
If you do spot anything, let us know about it. Get in touch with us on Facebook or on Twitter at GBC The Hub. That's how you can get in touch with us. Louis.
Cocktail this week?
We went down to Louis headquarters.
We went down to the best place in the whole of the world, Bruno's. I don't know where that is. Oh, it's Marina Bay. And,
Bit biased.
Yeah. No bias. It's only the truth, Kel.
It is pretty good.
It's only the truth, Kel.
It's true.
So, Ben, you've just come back from Cuba. I had to set the scene, you know what I mean? Ben's probably been on the beach for the last 2 weeks, sunning it up.
Yeah.
He's living a dream. There's one drink, wherever you go in the world, which summarises living a dream. It's the pina colada.
Cocktail time on the Hub. We are at Bruno's, a.k.a. Louis' School of Cocktails.
It is. It's my second home. Well, my first home, I think. I don't have a second home anymore. Glad you're back.
Nice to be back. I never left the cocktail arena, but...
I've missed you, Ben. It's not been the same without you, you know that? I just wake up feeling lost.
What are we making today?
Right. Today, you've been away to Cuba. Well, they love a rum drink, don't they?
Yeah.
But it's flying through your system.
Yeah.
So, and you've been living a dream.
Yeah.
So, like I said before, the one drink which sums up living a dream is the pina colada.
The pina colada.
Right, so, as follows. We've got, to keep it sweet, to keep it sweet, just a bit of sugar syrup, brown sugar syrup.
Okay.
Chuck it in a tin with the ice already in there.
Tin with the ice already in there, yep.
Then you want to go not heavy, but heavier. So say 1.5 shots, depending on who it's for, of Malibu.
Okay.
Or a coconut flavoured rum.
I believe it's pronounced Malibu.
So there's a lovely one in there like that. And then you want to go 1 shot white rum.
Okay.
So as you know, the 3 pours 3 seconds, Ben. I'm sure you've been doing it yourself over there. And then just to spice it up a little bit, 1/2 shot of
the
dark
good
rum.
stuff.
Of the good stuff.
1.5.
There it is, that's all it is. That's all it is. Now, pineapple producer at the ready, Ben. Little shake just to wake it up. In she goes there like that. Now, you don't want to obviously fit it right to the top because then what it'll do, it'll overflow. And then you get yourself all wet, and if you're trying to impress someone, Ben, does not look good when you've got all sorts all over yourself. Now, we've got cream.
Oh.
Don't forget cream,
All
Ben.
right, don't forget the cream.
No.
It's a bad habit to get into, that.
It is, I've done that before.
Forgetting the cream.
So, you don't want to chuck all of it in there, Ben, just a little bit. Depending to your taste, you know? That will do me lovely. And now the favourite part of it. You should be a coming up pro like this. So when the tin's really cold, is it cold?
Yeah, my hand's blue.
Cool, don't lose it, don't lose it. Let's go. Little karate chop. Come on, no, if you do it the other side, son.
What side?
Like that, then. Calm down.
It's all right, I can make it. All right, okay,
Yeah,
upside
and then
down.
just,
Right,
if you do that, come on, there she goes, and then she's happy.
Okay.
Yeah? And well, you want to keep that, probably, because
Right.
then you don't want all the foamy stuff to come out.
Okay, I
Oh,
see.
Ben.
All right, look, you're not a patient teacher, Louis.
And then just slowly chuck it on over there like that. How's it coming out, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of it?
Well, you want to fill the glass, Ben?
Well, I didn't know if we were putting anything else in. That's...
Well, no, that's that. Then, with your knife.
Wait, you call that a knife?
I call that a knife.
That.
Oh.
How?
Hang on. That is a knife.
It's a
Crocodile Dundee style.
That's a sharp knife as well. You
Oh,
shouldn't give me that.
She is sharp, Ben. We only have the best tools here. You have the orange one, and I have the yellow one.
Half-moon type Jaffa cake.
Shape.
There she is.
Oh, she's falling, and then my friends, the pina colada.
Very nice.
Cheers.
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 Delicious.
Lovely.
Down in one.
Right. Well, firstly, Kelly, I need to apologise.
Where's my orange?
I had a lovely orange.
What
the
about
most
my
amazing
umbrella?
olive, and the
umbrella.
No, it's
the umbrella got used because it's raining
This is
the other day.
half-hearted cocktail.
But anyway, it's not half-hearted. I've still made it with love. And also, que guapo, eh?
Guapo?
The other one. With an A.
I'm sure there's
I'm
a
getting there.
compliment in
Come
there
on, I'm
somewhere.
getting there.
Thank you, Louis.
Come on, I'm trying to get down with
Yeah,
the
actually,
lingo.
Oasis provides me with a really beautiful dress every week, and I just want to keep them all. So,
Wow.
Thanks to Oasis.
God, can I get one of them dresses? That's how good that dress
for
looks.
you.
Well, while we're name dropping, I'm wearing clothes from Marble Arc today. I don't know if you've noticed.
Well, I'm wearing clothes from my
Louis'
wardrobe.
Halloween just around the corner tonight. It's all about scary movies, and Michael and Christina, at least I think it's them, have brought us some of the best.
Good evening, and welcome to a special Halloween edition of Movie Night. Don't worry, it's just Chrissy. And as you may have well noticed, we're taking a look at our favourite scary and funny Halloween-themed movies. And we're starting this week with the film that re-energized the slasher genre for the 90s. I'm talking about Scream, starring Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox and David Arquette, amongst others. Directed by Wes Craven, who gave us Nightmare on Elm Street in the 80s. You know the story. It's all set in a town called Woodsboro, where a ghost-faced killer is going around hacking teenagers left, right and centre. And it's up to our heroes to uncover the mystery killer. And let's take a scream
told me your name.
Why do you want to know my name?
I want to know who I'm looking at. Scream.
I hope I didn't scratch Michael earlier. Oh well, I'm sure it's fine. Anyway, my movie look back this week is The Fog, a movie used to scare me as a child and still scares me now, partly because of its coastal location, which is a small town not that much unlike Gibraltar, which once lured a ship full of people to its death, and now, 100 years later, is plagued by a deadly fog carrying their ghosts. Directed by legendary John Carpenter, it also stars Jamie Lee Curtis, Adrienne Barbeau, and Psycho's Janet Leigh, who is actually Jamie Lee Curtis's mother. It's a delicious, creepy treat and much better than the remake. Check it out, this is The Fog.
Something unnatural came out of the fog. Now it has returned. What you can't see won't hurt you. It will kill you.
Well, another movie I highly recommend for this Halloween week is 2004's Van Helsing, a film I personally think doesn't get enough love. It's cheesy and it knows it is. Directed by Stephen Sommers, who gave us The Mummy, it stars a veritable cornucopia of talent, including Hugh Jackman, Kate Beckinsale, and Richard Roxburgh. Now, the story goes, the legendary vampire hunter Van Helsing goes to save a family in Transylvania from Dracula. Now, if you love all those classic horror monsters, they're all here. Wolfman, Frankenstein's monster, the brides of Dracula, they're all here. It's cheesy, it's fun, and it's entertaining. Let's take a look at Van Helsing.
Van Helsing.
See, I'm transforming back into a human, but it's taking a little bit of time. Anyway, my next movie is one that you'll all be familiar with, and its sequel as well. Yes, it's Ghostbusters, and it tells the story of some parapsychologists who find themselves out of work and decide to set up a service to rid New York of its ghosts. Directed by Ivan Reitman, it stars Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Sigourney Weaver, and Rick Moranis. And with the possibility of a sequel now in the works, it's time to ask that question again. Who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Yay, I've turned back into a human, but Michael's looking a little bit the worse for wear. We'll see you at the movies?
Now that was a Halloween special.
Wow. She didn't, for the first bit, she didn't even, crack a joke. She looked really like...
Well, because she was a werewolf.
Oh, right.
Now, stick around, because after the break, we'll be looking at Gibraltar's version of Celebrity Scissorhands, a GBC Open Day project which might put people's hairstyles at risk.
Oh, it will. Let me tell you. That's after the break. Jonathan, thank you very much for coming and joining us this evening. What time can people come and see you tomorrow?
Well, we'll be launching the book tomorrow on Halloween, and we'll be there at the Piazza. It'll be myself, co-author, and a whole team of people signing books all the way through till about 5:30 in the evening. At 3:30, we have a treasure hunt. At 4:30, we've got a fancy dress competition. Everybody's welcome to attend.
Excellent. Well, looking forward to that.
Thank you very much for having me.
Good luck.
Cheers.
We're back after the break.
Now you can stand out from the crowd. We're giving away a Casio Edifice F1 limited edition Red Bull watch, courtesy of Kubchans and The Hub. With advanced technology, the Casio Edifice has a cool metal body and a striking face design with superior visibility. It sells for £399 and could be yours just by answering this question correctly. The Casio Edifice limited edition Red Bull watch is powered by which of the following? If you think it's wave power, call 8926. If you think it's wind power, call 8927. Or if you think it's solar power, call 8928. Calls cost £1 with a small surcharge if you're calling from a mobile, and please ask the bill payer's permission before calling. Lines close at midnight on the 30th of November, and the winner will be announced next month. For Casio Edifice watches and lots of other electronic products, visit Kubchans in Main Street and be a winner with The Hub.
Europort Office Suites, Gibraltar's most prestigious office building. Smart offices for smart businesses. And Europort Residential, Atlantic Suites serviced apartments. Boutique studio, 1- and 2-bedroom suites. Fully equipped for short to long stays, with regular room cleaning, free internet, 24-hour security, and use of Atlantic Suites gym, spa, pool and gardens. Ideal for modern professionals or families visiting Gibraltar. Europort.
أشهد أن لا
Welcome back to the Hub. Lauren Wilson on the sofa with us now. Lauren is the best hairdresser in Gibraltar because somehow she manages to make this look somewhat presentable. We've been chatting about this project for a little while, haven't we, Lauren? Lauren, how long have you wanted to do this?
Well, firstly, it was something that I saw in UK. It started, I would say, probably about 12, 13 years ago. And it's something that, you know, being a hairdresser and having been a hairdresser for 20 years, was something that I've always found really interesting to do. And when I moved over to Gibraltar 5 years ago, it's always been something on my mind, something I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
Never found the right opportunity to do it. And like I say, having been here for a while now and having regular clients and people that I know.
Like Ben?
Yes. And now I felt that now was the appropriate time to do it. So
now BBC have also had their own version of Celebrity Scissorhands, but I've never actually seen it. So talk me through the concept of how it works.
Okay, well, generally the concept behind it is that you would have a teacher, i.e. myself, to teach candidates, you know, following through the same criteria that you would do if you were going to be an apprentice as a hairdresser. The difference is these are local celebrities, faces that people are familiar with, and it involves being a little more fun so that I think everyone can have a good watch, a good TV watch. I think it would be a good thing and something different for Gibraltar.
I think we're going to take a look now at the celebrities, the local celebrities that are taking part.
The local celebrities, yeah.
We've got a few people. So Justine Picardo is one of the celebrities. Paul Grant's going to be cutting some hair. Isabel Elul Hammond. And who's that fella? Who's that fella there? I'm really worried about the person that is going to let me cut their hair.
How brave do you think people are going to be in this challenge?
I think with it being for charity and, you know, having a good teacher, I think they're quite happy. They're quite happy.
Well, like obviously we get to practice. There's a theory side to it. We get to practice on.
Yep, you're gonna go the theory. It's a lot more complicated than what you think, Ben.
No, I know. I've got a lot of respect.
I'm not getting my hair cut by you.
The technical side of it is actually a lot more difficult than what most people think. So, yeah, you're going to undergo the training. Then you'll get to practice on the doll's heads, as I did many years ago. And then you get to actually let loose on the models.
But of course, it's much less training than a normal hairdresser would have.
Of course, but it's a lot less of a haircut.
A lot riskier.
A lot riskier, yes, but also it's one of the easiest ones to be able to teach.
Yeah.
There's not too much technicality to it.
So it's all for GBC Open Day?
It is all for the GBC Open Day. I felt it was a good opportunity to bring it out for that.
Yeah, so we'll have that on TV on GBC Open Day. But in the meantime, people can donate money at Classic Cuts, which is where you work.
And also I'm in the process of working on the charity boxes that I'm going to be able to move about over Gibraltar so that people can donate. And also I'm going to set up an account with Just Giving so that for anyone that isn't able to get into any of the places to donate the money, then they can do it online. And there will be a link, and I will have that advertised.
Excellent. Great. Louis, would you let me cut your hair after I get my expert lessons from
Ben,
Lauren?
I would let you cut my hair. You can do whatever you want, Ben. Definitely. I trust you. Especially, I trust the teacher.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the Yoda. It's the Yoda of the haircutting world, right there.
Indeed.
Well, all the best, Lauren. I hope you raise lots of money for the GBC Open Day.
Thank you.
I'm
very
really
much.
looking forward to it as
it
well.
It will be really good fun. Really good fun.
I've got
great
get my technique down.
Yeah, it's the holding of the scissors that's the most difficult.
Well, let's see how you do. Looking forward to hearing about that. Well, earlier on, we took a look at last weekend's Runaway show, but that wasn't the only event going on this week. You may have heard about a little something called the Literary Festival. Well, Roz tells us more.
Their mission, which they chose to accept, was to create Gibraltar's first ever international literary festival. 60 of the world's most famous and renowned writers, historians, journalists, novelists, public figures and chefs descended on the rock at the weekend, bringing with them their latest books, which sold like hotcakes. They took part in lively debates, discussions, interviews and talks in a wide variety of subjects, from war-torn battle lines to US presidents, from the most exquisite cuisines to the challenges of the papacy, from historical figures and events to contemporary society. Tales from all over the world, including the rock itself. Set against the historical background of some of Gibraltar's finest buildings, the Garrison Library was the perfect centrepiece for the event. Listeners were able to soak up an inviting atmosphere of warm intellect in an eclectic programme aimed to cater for every kind of literary taste. The Chief Minister was in awe along with the rest of us.
Who'd have thought it possible to walk down Main Street and bump into Kate Adie, see Ben Ockrey walking along the same avenue and decide whether to have Ken Holmes cooking or Madder Jaffrey's.
Extraordinary story. I mean, I've covered a lot of stories in my time, but this is the most extraordinary of all.
And the duty of the historian is not to make moral judgments. The duty of the historian is to understand and then to convey that understanding to their readers. It's up to the reader to make the moral judgment.
Well, I think this is the only place in which a talk like this can be given in perfect naturalness.
Everyday objects, I use giant visual timelines, and I ask masses of questions and get them, through their answers, to use their general knowledge, and then I tie it together into a narrative, and then together we tell the story.
To give people an idea of is the vast range of Indian spices and the way they are used. And they are used, as I said in the speech, was rather like a painter. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you mix and match colors to create other flavors. So it's a world, what I call a magical world of seasonings.
And the efforts of women amounted to so much that it's an incontrovertible argument that the war would not have been won without them.
Oh, we might see Vian again at some point, although I don't think we'll be seeing her just yet.
This is the great age of exploration. We haven't started. Did you know that only 7% of the biota, that's living things, on Earth have yet been identified, classified, named and understood? That means 93% of life on Earth is still unknown.
Spicy Sichuan type dumplings, which we'll see how Gibraltans like real spiciness.
The list goes on. Patrick Jeffson, Mary Jo Jacoby, DJ Taylor, Rose Hoare, Mohammed Ashari and many, many more. Local authors also had a chance to showcase their work too. Festival director Sally Dunsmore declared the event a huge success.
And one of the great joys about this festival is that writers have been invited from Wednesday to Sunday, Monday. So there's been a great bonding between them, great conversations, relationships forming. And they're also beginning to discover Gibraltar itself. So they've had free time to go up to the rock, to walk round and actually get to meet people. And I think that'll bring a lot of loyalty to this festival over the years.
At a glittering closing gala at the Caleta Hotel, Fabian Picardo thanked the Bacedoni family for their sponsorship, as well as the organisers for a splendid job well done, and confirmed that the festival would be returning next year. After 3 days of high-octane excitement, there was only one thing left to say.
Gibraltar Literary Festival, vision accomplished.
Look good?
Yeah.
See, you've missed so much as you're in Cuba.
I missed that. I missed the jazz festival. I shouldn't have gone, really.
Well, you haven't missed Halloween.
I'm going to stay.
That's tomorrow. And we've had people sending in pictures all week of their Halloween costumes.
Let's have a look at these.
Let's have a look.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
look at it's Edwina Scissorhands there. Look.
Yeah. Oh, I always find those morph costumes
Morph
quite
suits.
scary. You can't see their faces, no expression.
I want a morph suit. I'd like a morph suit. I think it'd be quite funny.
Yeah.
Although my
Psycho
physique
nurse.
doesn't really suit it. Psycho nurse. Is that like a...
I think that's kind of like the Hulk.
Peter
Oh,
Pan.
that's our very own Christina there.
Peter Pan gone wrong.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
a zombie Peter Pan?
Yeah. Zombie people.
They're
They're
not
not
even
dressed
dressed
up.
up.
No, that's not good
they're
enough.
trying to be cool
We don't
on
want
a
those
Halloween with a
photos.
bit of face paint
Okay, that's
on
a
it.
bit better.
Wow.
Oh, and that's a bit creepy.
That's one of those Venetian masks, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's got a bad nose.
No, that's a good one. That's a good one on the left.
What is that? Is that some kind of Christmas tree?
I'm not sure, but it's pretty scary.
Mad Mexican. Can't beat a mad Mexican.
And Michael.
Is that
There's Michael.
is it?
Michael and Christina just love to dress up, don't they?
But hey, that was one night. That was one night.
Our hashtag today was easily distracted.
Yeah.
Hashtag. We've got a few in here. I cannot
Yeah.
focus for more than 10 minutes at a time. Hashtag easily distracted. That's from Jessica.
I think there was one Spanish homework or Twitter. Ha ha ha, quote, like I'm going to do Spanish.
You can learn.
We've got one in from David who says he's distracted when he's with a beautiful woman.
Yep, thanks for that tweet,
yeah.
David. Ladies man.
Smooth talking, Davy boy.
Nice one.
Smooth talking.
Lauren, do you get easily distracted, like when you're
Cutting hair, I hope not.
Well, in all fairness, I shouldn't do, but sometimes I'm always thinking about, you know, something else that I could do. Obviously, I'm very professional.
You're an
I love my
autopilot.
job. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
then
the correct answer to
Just
give,
do
I
it in
think.
promo.
While you're kind of, I wonder what's up for dinner.
yeah, not
Okay, but you're
quite
not
like
as
that, though,
experienced, so when
Louis,
you're
not quite
cutting
like
hair, you
that.
do not get distracted.
I won't get distracted. You can pop down and see Lauren down at Classic Cuts to find out more about Gibraltar's version of Celebrity Scissorhands, which will all be hitting your screens on
Very
GBC
soon.
Open Day. Just about it from the Hub for this week.
Join us next Wednesday, 9:30.
Yep, to play us out, the lovely Holly Buhaya.
With you, praise my bonds. Blind man, run and take me as I come. Threadbare my soul tonight and into the morning light. Hold me tightly, lest I fall apart. You speak the words of none. Dare me, my son, to tell you what's been done. Tread softly in the lights. You step on my dreams tonight. Hold me tightly, lest I fall apart. When falling lest I fall apart.